Welcome back to my channel, Nepal Tech Hub. Today I'm gonna show you how to save, edit, delete, and using WPF console application. Since you have already started doing C#, I hope, I believe you already know how to open the project. If not, you can go back to my new other video and check it out. Okay, here I already opened my project, and which says my project name is student demo. Here you can see, and since once you create the project, this will by default gonna give you main window and the main window XAML.cs, and right now I'm in the main window.xaml. Okay, let's proceed ahead. Here, so it's easy to drag and drop actually in C# as we were doing from last time. So first, now for the first time we have to, the first thing goes first, so we need data grid. So this is going to be our display window as it is the main window, so we're going to give the data grid for this one. So data grid, drag and drop. Let's do it quick. I'm gonna give a little bit back and forth. All right, here, first thing first that goes in here is we need to specify the student. So as I say, we're gonna be adding the student, deleting the students, and display the student that we have, and save obviously. Before the window, main window, so here we need to create a list, as we don't know how many students we're gonna add, so we need to give the list of it. List, yep, list of the what? List of student. So student, so variable will be students. You can already see the auto completion already showed. So inside the main window, now we have to work inside the main window. By default it's gonna give you by default the initial component, so you don't have to worry about it for now. Go ahead, students equals to new list. So if you already know how to implement the list function, then you don't have to worry about it. Now just by default from programming point of view, let's give one student for now. Let's give one student, let's add it. Add one student, students, add new what? New student, which is bigger, okay, I mean capital. Here give, so you can see up here when you hover over, it's going to show you what is the parameter you have to pass. It says first name, last name, and the date of birth. So as shown in here, I'm going to pass the following parameters. First name, myself, Kailas, okay, space, last name, Okay, toggle and the date of birth. Okay, let's pass date of birth 12/23/1995. So here I might be younger than all of you guys. Might be older too, doesn't matter, it's okay. Alright, I give the 1 so we can later on we can add more. Alright, for now I just give 1. Now once we give the for the 1 we need to give the grade name. So name of the grade will be ST grade. Okay, okay, or data grade will be DG grade. DG data grade, that means DG. That means data grade dot item source equals to students. So that's how we pass everything in the data grade to display. Alright, let's move ahead. So as we have 2 buttons, 1, 2, we need to put the button click event. So what happens after we click this thing? So double click on it, it will just create a button click event for you. And now which button is this one? This is the add button, right? So for the add button we need to, so this is add button. And so what happens when the user click the add button, it was supposed to let the user add the student. For that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give the new form to add the student. So this should be to do. So this will be once after we made the new form. Okay, so delete will be this also the same. So once the student is selected and it comes into the data grid, then we'll let the user to select the row and then delete. So this is a delete button and we'll come back for this to do. Alright, now let's make the new form. Go to the here, right click, and then add a new item. Okay, so just to the page. We just need the new page. So go to the new page, create it by default class page WPF page 1 XAML. Instead of it will be .xaml extension, just you need the student form because we giving this as a student form .xaml. Add, get it, and you'll get the CS form as well by default. You don't have to do nothing. So for now, let's first thing first, let's create the form. Tool, drag, data grid. Label. So let's give the label. Let's give 3 labels. Easy, simple, done. So we give the label, but what else we have? We have to give the edit text for the insertion. Okay, data insertion. So for that, what do we need? Text block or text? What do we need? We need the text box. Let's look for the text box. Okay, it's right here. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, done. We have 3 of them, but here we need to give the, because we have to pass the value that the user interferes, we need to give the ID. So ID will be this is the text first name. Okay, that's the ID for the first one, and this is the last, so we'll give text last name, and this is DOV, so we'll give the text UV text date of birth. Done. So for the button we'll give this, so this have to fire the event as well, so btn. Okay, all right, let's move ahead now. Yep, now let's do our to-do work. Yeah, we were here. Here we have to, so what this is add button. So when you student try to add, user try to add the student, then we need to let them to go to the new page that we just created, student form, right? Student form. So student form SF, let's make it smaller. New student form here. So SF dot, so it should be showing right here. I find out the error, so instead of going to the yeah, I was doing it fast, so I went to the page instead of WPF window. So you're supposed to get the windows, okay, instead of page. All right, and that should fix your everything, because we're doing the window to window, it's not a different page. So yeah, I was just going to doing it quick, so I got it wrong. Now I fixed it, and also I added these things at the same time. You can just copy the code here. Let's move forward. So what else we have to do is, what this one do is, before we just close, we have to add, save it, update it too. That's what we do. So yeah, that's what this one work. As soon plus equals to, soon is sf closed, sf underscore close, this event will fire. Okay, to save everything. All right, let's do the delete process as well. Let's move ahead. So here is student, yes, equals to students, not student only, with the same student. DG data grid, right? We're gonna delete, as I say, we're gonna delete from the selected items. Selected items. Okay, let's type selected items up here. Okay, items, not item, digital selected item. So whatever they select on the data grid here, this should be doing for that one. All right, so far we good. Let's move ahead. So remove, so that will just select. So now we need to actually remove from the students. Student is a list, so students are actually the student. Here, so remove from DG. Now we have to refresh the data grid once they remove. So DG, that means the data grid dot items dot refresh for the refresh. So let's do refresh. All right, let's look. So far, how does it looks? It should at least give us the yeah. It at least give us the yeah. That's what I give the first one. So it should at least give us the one, and should work this one, but it's gonna fire the page. Yeah, it's fire. Checking out. It's working. So far, we're good. Now we need to work on this form. So far you got these all, yeah. Okay, let's keep color for this one too. Why not? Okay, now let's work on this one quickly. For this one, it's simple. We don't have to do that much because we are already getting up here from the event. So whatever written in here to add in our data grid. So let's just do the button event in here. So this is a okay button. So what will this okay button will do? Nothing, because our save and everything is being done from the our save and everything will be done from this one, add student. If you have remembered, let's go back here. Before, see what that event fire, this is the button click event, so it will show the new form, it will navigate to your new form except at show. Before that form, there's the shown form, the student form, close accept dot close plus equals to sf close. That means before it close, it will call this event. Okay, this will call this method, and in this method what we are doing, this one is student sender, so the form will be the sender itself, and it will add. See how I pass the object, first name, last name, date of birth, text, done, and dg will be automatically refreshed, that you have already seen the demo. Alright, so far we are almost done. Now let's check it out, run the project. Alright, I have only one, that's myself. Let's add the new student. Say first name Ram will be, okay, let's say Lang, Ram Lang, Ram, give the meaningful name, Ram, let's give the Dakal, okay, Dakal, date of birth 01/20 19 something, let's 76. Let's do okay. So you can see up here, no doubt. Let's add one more, say Sita, Dakal again, okay. Say let's give Bata this time, 10 let's give 1950 67, okay. Okay, add it. So let's delete one, let's delete Ram, delete, done. Let's delete Kailas, delete, done. But by default Kailas will come up because we already have that in our program. So here let's do again, let's do Kailas, Takal 23 that we gave previous. Now let's give 96, okay, okay, 96, it's still up there. Now let's close the program. Okay, let's run it again, let's see what happens. By default, as I say, it will come as I give 2 in here. Now just save 1 because by default I have just given the 1, so rest of them we have to do it ourselves. That's it for today.